Hello, beautiful Earth Tribe. Welcome back to my channel, Sky Above, Earth Below. This is Renee, and you're watching a timeless collective reading for the new moon in Aries, April 2023. This is the second new moon in Aries that we're having this month, and it also coincides with a solar eclipse. So we've got big changes ahead for the collective, and I just wanted to speak about that for a second. So you can see I've brought out the quartz tower for this reading. I was called to do that because of the eclipse, and I feel that it represents the sun, the illumination, the clarity that comes with the sun. And because I was called to bring out this quartz tower, I'm definitely also feeling like with this eclipse energy that it's going to be bringing about tower moments for the collective, at least for most people. Eclipse energy is really all about making a shift into a new timeline. It's about big changes coming, light or dark. And I've been picking up on other signs that are confirming that. This morning before this reading, when I was preparing, there's a lot of, sunlight and a lot of dark clouds. So there's been this back and forth between sun breaks that are really bright and a really dark sky with the blackish clouds and rain. So I'm definitely getting this, hyper duality of dark and light conditions. And really what this is saying to me is that there's kind of this push-pull energy where people may be on the fence about something, or feeling pressured to choose a direction or a timeline. This is all very normal with eclipse energy, and just know that you're being pushed for a reason. The astrological events that happen, they have an energy. They hold a frequency, and those frequencies affect us here on Earth. And we are meant to experience what comes from these energies. And they do oftentimes bring about profound change with things like eclipses. So back to the tower, the other thing about tower energy is that, and I'm referring to the tower card in tarot, it's about a foundation being destroyed in order for something new to be built. So it's something that is divinely orchestrated. It cannot be prevented. It was meant and fated for whoever it is coming down for. This is meant to bring about profound change in your life. And tower moments happen because at some point along the way, we have resisted change. So this is the universe's way of sort of stepping in and making that change for you. With eclipse energy, and this happens to be a solar eclipse, so we see the new moon blocking the sunlight from the earth. Where I am at, we won't be seeing that eclipse ourselves, but it is visible from different areas on the earth, and it will still be affecting us. And as we know, with solar eclipses, we are not going to be looking at it directly because it will blind us. So there has been something that people aren't looking at, that they aren't seeing, because the truth, the light, the illumination is too bright. So there's something happening in the collective that people are having trouble seeing, acknowledging, accepting. Okay, this is strongly coming through to me. The other thing is that with eclipse energy, when we come out the other side, when the moon has fully passed the sun, the intensity of the sunlight is so great. It's like there's that intensity of the sun that almost seems to increase as the moon moves its way across from in front of the sun, as opposed to the sun just shining on its own in the sky with no moon in front of it. So there is this energy of the light being concentrated for a time as this light, this illumination comes out, whatever the light is exposing. And that may be very hard for people to look at. But once the moon completes its transit across the sun, we will be on the other side of this eclipse. Everything is going to be illuminated. People are going to be able to see it for what it is. And so this will be either some kind of a revelation or some kind of a transition into a new timeline. There could be a move, like a physical move for some of you. This could be a period of strong interpersonal or spiritual growth. This could be, big changes happening within your life, with relationships, with your career. Okay, and the eclipse energy, I feel, it doesn't really discriminate about whether or not these changes are good or bad. So even though I'm referencing tower energy because we have the tower quartz crystal here, eclipse energy is really about a transit. It's about moving from one place to another, but it being like almost explosive, like it's a big transformation, a big change, a big move. It leads from one timeline to another. So wherever you've been vibrating at, whatever your frequency is, this is what you've been manifesting. So, we're manifesting 24/7, whether or not we're putting our conscious intentions out there. Our vibration speaks to the universe, and this is what we attract. So wherever your frequency is, this is what you're attracting. This is what's coming with this new moon. This is the big change that's occurring for you with this new moon solar eclipse. Okay, the other thing before I head on into the reading, I just want to quickly say that in my mind's eye, right before this reading, I was shown a clock. And it actually inspired me to put my watch on. But what I got from that is that the clock is ticking. Okay, so there's something that's relevant to time. It could be that you have something time sensitive that you need to apply yourself to. It could be that you are being watched, right? Like we would watch the clock. It could be that time is running out for something. Okay, so apply it to your situation as you need, but know that there's an element of time to this change that's happening. And I'm hearing, and nothing's going to be the same. So yeah, big transformational energy with this new moon eclipse. All right, so I'm going to get into the reading. Okay, collective. So I feel like this is a multifaceted general reading, okay? So what I'm seeing here, for most of you, I feel like you are working on something here with the Eight of Pentacles and the Harvest. You're working on something that's going to be bringing you your abundance, not only in the physical world, but also at the spiritual level here with the number 43, breaking down to a 7, which is the indication to me of a spiritual harvest. And what I mean by that is things like your vibration rising, you're choosing a higher timeline, your intuitive abilities increasing, you aligning with your soul tribe, you bringing in your manifestations that you've been co-creating with the universe, these kinds of things. So your harvest can come in many forms depending on kind of where you're at in life. And it's going to be coming in very quickly here with the Eight of Wands. Your harvest is absolutely tied to your financial increase and your, I want to say, love of life is what I'm hearing, but I'm also getting that it has to do with like your passion, your purpose. Like I definitely feel like you are on the path to your purpose. I'm getting that here with the direction of the Eight of Wands. With the eclipse energy, for some of you, you may not see your harvest yet, but this is something that's being revealed to you, and it's going to be happening soon with the Eight of Wands. Also, with the Judgment card, okay, I feel like this is sort of divine judgment. You are going to experience this wealth, and I'm seeing the Ten of Pentacles in my mind's eye. You're going to be experiencing this transition due to some kind of judgment. This could be spiritual judgment. It could be judgment in court for some of you. Okay, Spirit is asking you to stay strong here with the Strength card, to continue to stay strong, right? You have been being strong, and that's being acknowledged here as well with the Strength card. It says here, loyalty, delivery from those who seek to oppress brings victory. So whether or not the issues at hand have to do with spiritual judgment or judicial matters, Spirit is saying here that you're going to be victorious over those who would seek to oppress you. Okay, and with the Judgment card, it says atonement of errors destroys the power of enemies and humiliates them. All right, so whether it's spiritual or in the court system, or maybe it's just the court of public opinion, okay, someone is going to be experiencing an eclipse of sorts in the realm of judgment. So, someone is going to be seen for who they are, what they've been doing, and they're going to be humiliated because spiritually or energetically, that is the frequency that they've been putting out. Whoever this person is going to experience humiliation because that's what they've been trying to cause someone else or more than one person. Okay, they are going to bring in their harvest. Like I said, wherever you've been vibrating, this eclipse energy is going to bring in, the highs and lows. It's going to reflect whatever you've been putting out into your world, into the universe. We have two cards here. Bring love into the situation, New Moon in Aquarius, and self-love. What I'm getting from this is, especially with the New Moon in Aquarius, I feel like for those of you who are on this path of expansion, who are on this journey of, knowing thyself, self-love, expansion, where you are trying to make things better for your life and for others, okay? The bringing love into the situation, it makes me feel like you understand about, it's almost like you are loving to yourself. You are becoming that love within yourself. And with the new moon in Aquarius card, I feel like it's asking you to expand that outwards, right? Aquarius energy is idealistic. It's humanitarian. It's, you know, it speaks of humanity. It speaks of like entire populations. So you're being guided here to extend your loving energy, your healing energy out into the world stage, okay? Aquarius energy is, you know, bigger than life. It's not, there's nothing small about it, okay? This is the kind of energy that people get angry about or jealous of when they feel like, oh, this person is, you know, not realistic. This person doesn't have their feet on the ground. This person, you know, is pie in the sky, whatever, okay? Those of you who are air signs or who are just idealistic in general or have just had that sort of air to you, it's part of your personality. It's part of the way you think. That big picture thinking, you know, it doesn't vibe with everyone because they're not forward thinking or optimistic enough to go there, or they've been jaded by life and it's just something where either they can't go there in their own mind or they judge other people for doing so, okay? Because they've been taught that this is the way you do things and anyone else who does them differently, you know, is some kind of a freak. All right? This is what I'm getting, okay? I'm just bringing through what I'm getting, all right? Believe in the impossible. Believe in yourself. This is what I'm getting with the blue moon. Those of you who are on this journey of self-love, of getting back to your childlike nature, of really calling judgment on your own life, you know, where you are headed in the best and right direction, the truest direction for you with that sun eclipse illumination, okay? Believe in what you're doing. Believe that what you want is possible, because if you don't, it won't be. Like, there is so much power in belief. Like, it starts there. Okay? We have to be able to imagine what we want for ourselves before it can ever become tangible. Before it can ever become manifested into physical reality, it must start in the ethers. And I do feel that what I was getting yesterday when I was thinking about this reading and how I was going to do this reading, I was actually driving in my car and, you know, it's the middle of April. Ooh, big ringing in my ear right now. Okay. Whoa, hold on. Wow, it's still there. Wow, that was a big one. Okay. So right away, whoever I'm speaking to, whoever resonated with what I was just saying, your spirit guides are trying to reach you. Okay? If you haven't been meditating, or if you are not doing dream work, or if you're not communicating even in your day-to-day life with your spirit guides, your gods, your angels, your ancestors, they're trying to reach you, okay? I feel like they're wanting to help guide you. And especially those of you who feel like you think you know where you're going, but you're not sure. So being able to get yourself in a place where you are aligning with your higher self or your deities, this is going to raise your vibration. You're going to be able to hear, see, feel, know things more clearly for yourself, right? This is about honing in on that strong intuition that you have, but you have to meet it, right? You have to tune into it. And whenever I get a ringing in my ear, that's exactly what I do. I kind of stop what I'm doing and I just close my eyes and I sort of feel into it. Like, what is this frequency saying to me? So what I was saying earlier is that I was driving in my car, and like I mentioned earlier, the weather has been kind of, light and dark, kind of dualistic in nature with how it's being expressed in like within an hour. It's been changing a lot. So I was driving and it was raining really hard. But it was so cold. Like, I was surprised it wasn't snowing. And yet when the raindrops fell onto my windshield, I could see crystals in the water. So it was cold. And when I read into that energy, what I got is that there is something crystallizing in the ethers. So your manifestations, the things you've been thinking about, things you've been visualizing or imagining for your life, the changes you want to make, the improvements, the directions you want to take, these things are starting to crystallize in the ethers. That means that your manifestations are on the way. They're becoming solid. Okay, they're going to be entering your physical reality very soon. All right, so I'm going to acknowledge some of the back of the deck energies, because I feel like whatever you're working on is, it's a lot. It feels like a lot with the harvest energy, with the eclipse energy, with the enormity of the Aquarius energy. I feel like you have a lot going on, and it's all big picture stuff, and it's all major change, life-altering things with the Tower energy. Okay, and so on the back of the deck, we do have the Two of Pentacles, which is just reaffirming to me that you are doing a fantastic job of juggling whatever you've got going on. Don't get down on yourself for feeling like you're getting off balance sometimes. That's completely normal. And the fact that you're even trying to balance and keep your footing, like that's really all that's required of you, okay? Things aren't meant to be smooth, especially with big transitions like this. We do get off kilter, and that's okay. The self-love journey is about really recognizing that we don't beat ourselves up while we're trying to learn about our weaknesses or the things we struggle with. We actually need to love ourselves through those moments when we're not feeling so sure or capable. Okay, and that's funny here too, because this deck here is also the Two of Pentacles. So I feel like this is like a really strong message. It says here, fortune and fame fulfills any requests. So when you're feeling like you are off balance, basically center yourself in your vibration. Just come back, take a deep breath, connect with your higher self, ask for guidance. Okay? And when you do that, any request that you are asking for, it becomes available to you because you've aligned yourself. Does that make sense? And because we have these major changes that are going to be coming in very quickly for you, and whatever you're harvesting, good or bad, whatever you're harvesting, it's just going to be something that you're going to persevere through, be strong through, here with the Strength card, okay? Loving yourself through it, bringing yourself back to your heart, your purest state, that part of you that is aligned with you, what you like, what you don't like, what you want, what you need, okay? What your inner child would like. Getting back to that innocence. getting back to the things you enjoyed, the things you loved, the things you thought weren't possible here with Aquarius energy. You know, people who want to knock you for being imaginative or for being optimistic or having a childlike nature or whatever, you know, let those people be jaded. That's their path, to be in that dense energy and to pass by other experiences that have to do with higher level, more imaginative thinking, you know, about what's possible rather than just what is or what has always been. I don't remember the quote, but I'm going to look it up and post it in the description box. It's an Einstein quote having to do with imagination being more important than knowledge. So I'll post that below. But I think that's really important here with this Aquarius energy, for you to really, you know, embrace that big picture thinking. Allow yourself to go there. You know, when we've been tied to this earth plane, not realizing that there's a whole nother reality for us to explore, for our heart to expand in, for our spirit to grow in. Once we become aware of this, we have so much open to us. There is so much more potential in life and within you. There is so much more expression available to you. And, you know, people can think about it what they want, but the fact is that it's only going to make you happier. Why wouldn't you want to be happy? All right. So that is your reading, collective, for the new moon in Aries, the solar eclipse. If this reading resonated and you're comfortable sharing, I'd love your confirmations. Like, comment, share, and subscribe to support my channel, and hit the bell for all notifications if you'd like to be notified of my future readings. If you're interested in booking a personal reading with me, my information is in the description box below, as well as links to donate and to all the decks I used in this reading. May the power of this new moon solar eclipse bring about all that is in your heart, and may you have a beautiful day from wherever in the world you're watching. I'm sending you all grounding energy and love. Thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you at my next reading.